All across the country, cup holders are being neglected. Instead of Pepsi, they're being filled with loose change or crumpled up receipts. But you can help. Get a Pepsi and refresh a cup holder's life. Our thirsts are counting on it. In fact, I'm having one right now. That is refreshing. Pepsi, refresh yourself. Refill your cup holder.
Now's the time to get your CSU basketball season tickets. The Cougars and Lady Cougars have another exciting home schedule, and you'll want to be at the Lumpkin Center to see all the action. Season ticket holders will get a seat in a prime location in one of the best college basketball arenas in the country. For more information on how you can get season tickets, call Jimbo Davis in the CSU Athletics Department at 706-568-2204. Get your season tickets now and get ready to rock the Lumpkin Center.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
Scott Miller back at Herbert Green Court inside the Lumpkin Center, joined by Cougar coach Robert Moore as his Cougars getting set to take on the Lakers tonight. CSU comes into a three-way tie for first in the West with Montevallo and Young Harris. Clayton State a couple back, and Roberts joined us here, and every game seems to get bigger and bigger, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. We're down to 7 games, Scott, and I tell our guys, you can't take your breath right now because everybody is playing for position. The West is the stronger side in the Peach Belt this year, so every game counts. And we're at home. We got to take care of business.
Well, we need to do that. We've stumbled at home where the road has really been our comfort zone this year.
For some odd reason. I like playing in the Lumpkin Center, but we've been more successful on the road. But I think it got a lot to do with just getting away from what we've been doing all the time, not playing a 40-minute game. We'll play about 35, 36 minutes, and have that 2 or 4 minutes where we're not doing the things that we've been normally doing, and they catch up with us.
All right, let's talk about Clayton State. What challenges will they present?
I think they got the 2 best posts in the league, along with Flagler. They're 2 guys that really go after the ball. They cause you problems, sort of like Shane and D'Angelo did for us last year. They caused you all kind of problems on the offensive glass. They got a shooter at number 10, Terry. He can knock down the 3. So I think we got to get points in transition because I don't think they play real good transition defense. And we got to stop those 2 post guys and the wing guy, and I think we'll be fine.
Well, 7 games, and it's just, I mean, you can't take, we talk about you can't take a game off. You can't take a play off anymore.
And I tell my guys, Scott, in practice, shoot around and film, play every play like it should last, and see what happens. You just roll the dice because, you know, other teams going to lose, other teams going to win. But if you can take care of business on your home court and also still if you're on the road, your chances are still really good. And, you know, 2 places that are hard to play in, Young Harris and Georgia Southwestern, we got to win, but we just got to make sure we take care of home.
Well, it's going to be fun. It'll be a great atmosphere, and this is what it's about this time of year.
Yeah, and what about this women's game? Oh, man, one of the best women's games I've seen all year. And I watched Tennessee women, UConn women. Coach Norton group is playing well, and Clayton State got a great team, too. So it's 2 teams going at it.
All right, my friend. Talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks, Scott.
All right, we'll be back to Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
If you have family or friends looking for great overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. You'll find newly remodeled rooms, complete with HD 46-inch televisions and a secure high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park in North Columbus, the Wingate Hotel is near shopping, dining, and entertainment. After your busy day, you can relax in their saltwater pool or spa. They also offer complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. The Wingate Hotel, 1711 Robbins Way in Bradley Park, 706-225-1000.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
Scott Miller, Mike Sanda back at Herbert Green Court inside the Lumpkin Center. I want to thank Matt Golden, our studio producer, for the first game tonight, and Becca Hightower, our studio producer for this game. Well, this game has a lot to live up to after that first game.
Well, I finally broke a sweat in 2016 after that first game. I mean, that was something else. A great women's game, a great win for CSU. And I tell you what, looking at Clayton, they're an athletic bunch. You watch these guys warm up. They can all get up. They shoot the ball pretty well, and it's going to be a fun game. I mean, because CSU, that's what we do. We're a very athletic team as well.
I was going to ask you about the eyeball test, and sometimes that, we haven't seen them yet. It's the first time, and on this level, we can't see them any other way. All you can do is look at stats on paper until you can get your eyeballs on them. It's different.
Well, you see them in warm-up. They're just very athletic looking. They're long, they're strong, and that's, they're probably going to want to play up and down. And they have a couple of very, very good players. Coach Moore mentioned Saquon Terry. He's made 57 threes this year, and Alfonso Davis, one of their big post guys, he does the work down low, so it's going to be a challenge for CSU tonight.
Montevallo and Young Harris were tied with them. Young Harris is at home against North Georgia. Montevallo is at Georgia Southwestern. And if you look at winning the overall league regular season title, Lander has a game lead over in the East over all three of the teams I just mentioned there. And Lander tonight is at Francis Mary.
Well, this is a big game that has postseason implications. You want to try to position yourself in one of those top two spots so you can play your first tournament game at home. And we know what the women are doing. They're surging right now. So if you can get the first game at home and win that, the next two hopefully will be on this court.
All right, the Lakers all in black, trimmed in orange and white. The Cougars in white, trimmed in red and blue. As you look at the radio dial, the computer screen, your smartphone, follow the Cougars wherever you go on iHeartRadio, and Arvin Kamaj will get ready to jump it against Takia Knight. And CSU has won 5 in a row in the series with these guys and hold a 28-12 advantage. The official is ready, the players are ready, and the tap is controlled by the Lakers, and we are underway. Nathan Powell into the front court. Powell at the head of the key, guarded by Saquon Terry. Down in the left corner for three, good. That is Saquon Terry. He got wide open in the corner, Mike.
Yeah, just a quick play. He's made a bunch of them this year.
And speaking of quick, Cam Baker coast to coast the other way. And it's 3-2 Lakers.
Yeah, quick start. Before I could even say anything about Saquon Terry, Cam Baker was laying the ball in.
All right, up top is Nathan Powell. Powell gets it up high to Terry. Terry to Alfonso Davis. Terry, head of the key, a long three, good.
Well, as advertised, as I mentioned, he had 57 coming into the game. He has 2 quick ones here tonight.
And he's playing around the world. He had one in the left corner, now one up top. Head of the key. There is Arvin Kamaj spinning low block. Jump hook outside the lane, good.
Well, beautiful post move. He just continues his good play. He was outstanding at Georgia Southwestern on Saturday, and a nice move right there.
6'4", Clayton State. Head of the key. They kick it up top. There's Alfonso Davis driving. His shot is in and out, but he got his own rebound, and he's fouled by Arvin Kamaj, and both players hit the floor hard, but they're both okay.
Well, and Alfonso Davis, not a very big guy, not a very broad guy, but goes about 6'8", a lanky guy, pretty athletic, and nice move that time.
So Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. The first one is good. How about that free throw shooting form there, Mike?
Yeah, a little weird. Not textbook, that's for sure. I'll tell you, the thing that worries me about a post guy like that is we have dealt with the really bigger guys, but these skinny athletic guys, they can give our post guys problems.
And he shoots it up there with both hands is what he does, and he makes that one.
Well, Cam going with a headband tonight. Hadn't seen that all year. Not sure if that means anything.
Into the front court. Maybe he's just trying to keep his head a little warmer. He's driving in from the right side, dishes it off to Brentine Taylor off the glass, good.
Yeah, nice. Cam just creating for his teammate there. An easy basket for Brentine.
It's only about 31 in this building tonight. Again, it seems like. Pass down low, open off the glass. No, they missed it and knocked out of bounds by the Lakers as Powell got open, but he missed it.
Well, he missed it. And I tell you, Scott, I'm warm in here tonight. That first game, I mean, it just...
It's a little flushed, aren't we?
Yeah, a little flush. Have a lather going here.
It felt like we played in that game. It was a fabulous ball game. CSU won it 27 wins in a row at home. Cam Baker driving in from the wing through everybody in reverse layup good.
He just makes it look easy sometimes. And 4 quick points for Cam.
And the Cougars have taken a lead 8-7. There's a long 2 good by Nathan Powell.
And not a lot of defense being played here so far. That was
Well, they gave him a, no, it was a 2. Cam Baker gets it to Ja'Cory Payne over on the far side. Arvin Kamaj, Darren Daniel. Darren, head of the key, bounce pass. Brentine Taylor muscles his way in off the glass good.
just used his strength that time. Took one dribble down there and muscled it up in.
And here, the Lakers, Benneman touches the ball for the first time tonight. Between the circles, off of a screen, way out on the right wing. Powell at the head of the key. Powell gets it on the wing to Terry. Cyclone Terry, 6 on the shot clock. Fadeaway, baseline, spun out, no good. Daniel tipped it to Arvin Kamaj. Into the front court, Cam Baker. Cam between the circles. Cam in the paint. Pull-up jumper, no, from about 12. Rebound, Lakers. Powell into the front court. Powell dishes it off to Alphonso Davis. And his shot is up, blocked by Arvin Kamaj. And Arvin just picked it out of the air, gets it to Corey Payne.
Well, good job by Arvin avoiding the foul that time and a clean block there.
He's already got 1 foul. 10-9, Cougars on top. 16:08 on the clock in the first half. Darren Daniel behind the arc on the left side. Great story in the paper about him today. There's a drive, kicking it back out. Darren for 3. Good!
Well, off the glass from about 25 feet. And I mentioned Arvin played well Saturday. Double D had a great game down at Southwestern as well.
13-9. CSU, Alfonso driving, Davis driving, foul on the floor before he made the shot. And we'll get it to a first media timeout of the game. 15:42 left in the first half. Columbus State leading Clayton State 13-9. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
In blind taste test, consumers are asked to choose which cola taste they prefer.
That is Benneman up top, right side. Benneman dribbles to near the jump circle. Terry's being guarded down in the right corner by Corey Payne right now, by the way. Head of the key is Powell. Alphonso Davis in the paint, fumbled it away, got it back down low, and then lost it again. Cam Baker into the front court. Cam at the head of the key, kicks it on the wing. There's Payne down in the right corner. Brentine Taylor on the post, low block, spins off the glass, good.
Just pure strength has a major advantage in that department, and he's used it so far. 6 points for Brentine Taylor.
And that is the lead, 6 points for the Cougars. Just under the 15-minute mark. Brent Jackson goes to the scorer's table for CSU. Outside, the lane. Arbin Kamaj knocked an entry pass away, and then Brentine dives on the floor, knocked it away. But they get it. Benneman head of the key for three. No. Tipped up by Powell. No. He got it again. Blocked by Arbin Kamaj. A held ball is called on that block, and the arrow belongs to CSU.
Well, you have to give Arbin Kamaj a lot of credit there. He knows he has one foul, another clean block, and I tell you, that one was on Cam Baker. He did not block out his man that time, and Arbin picked his teammate up right there.
Brent Jackson checks in, the youngster out of Fountain, Colorado. Close to Colorado Springs, where my sister Glenda lives, listening in tonight on iHeartRadio. They just got 2 feet of snow at her house. There's Brent Jackson driving to the baseline. A jumper good.
Oh, quick basket. Brent, did you say 2 feet?
2 feet.
Ooh.
17-9 CSU. On the low block, shot is up and good by Knight. And it's 17-11.
If they dug themselves out yesterday.
That is crazy, isn't it? Baseline, Cam Baker, jumper, no good. Brentine Taylor with the rebound, but they knock it out of his hands. It rolls right to Corey Payne. He dishes it to Arbin on the wing for three. No, and a backside rebound goes to Knight. And Powell into the front court. Powell driving in from the wing. The shot is up, no good. Arbin had a rebound. They knocked it out of his hand, but goes right to Cam. Bounce pass to Brent Jackson on the run. Off the glass, good.
Man, what a great pass by Cam Baker. Perfect.
He was wide open, and he threw a bounce pass to a wide open Brent Jackson.
And that's not an easy pass to make, and he executed it perfectly.
Powell inside of the arc, 19-11, Columbus State, 13:25 on the clock in the first half. Alfonso Davis driving, and a whistle on a foul in the lane on CSU and on Arbin Kamaj, and that is number 2. He's been flirting with that second one for a while, and he picked it up there.
You are correct, and this is one of those times, I wish I had a telestrator, because he did everything right until the last second, brought the hand down, boom, automatic foul.
And Alfonso Davis goes to the line where he's 1 of 2.
Of course, I know it would be good if I had a telestrator. I get myself in trouble.
The free throw is up and good. That's what we need. We need a radio telestrator, don't we? 19-12. All right, Brentine goes out along with Arbin, and Darren Daniel checks back in, and too tall, DeMarcus McVeigh checks in for the first time tonight. And Davis back to the line, and good. And it's 19-13, Columbus State.
Davis with 3 points. He had 33 at Augusta over the weekend.
All right, here's Cam Baker up top right side. Head of the key, McVeigh. Bad pass, knocked away by Terry. Stolen. He's ahead of the field, and he'll lay it up and in.
Well, that's just one of those plays. DeMarcus coming right off the bench. You have to come in ready, in a very lazy pass that time.
19-15 Cougars. Corey Payne between the circles. He'll back it out of there near the jump circle now. Brent Jackson, left wing, drives to the baseline. Scoop, shoots, long, no good. Rebound deflected into the hands of Powell. Here come the Lakers. Into the front court. Bounce pass to Knight. Low block, off the glass, good.
Well, nice entry pass, but DeMarcus McVeigh just didn't get there. And that's a turnover and a basket for his player that he was defending. He needs to get it going here.
Lakers within 2. Cam Baker to the baseline, kicks it in the corner. Brent Jackson for 3, shot it long. Backside rebound, Powell. Long pass, and Brent got a hand on it, but it goes right back to Davis, and then Brent fouls him to prevent a layup, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you can't really fault Brent there. He got back. He just couldn't intercept the pass, and that results in a foul on Brent Jackson. And Scott, when we go through these little, 2 or 3 possession lulls, that's when we allow these teams to get back into the game.
And Davis at the line again, and the free throw is good. He is 4 of 5 at the line already.
And he has shot 112 free throws this year, making 82 coming into the game.
That one's good. He shoots it with both hands, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does have pretty good rotation on it.
19-19. 12:08 left in the first half. Brent Jackson ahead of the key. DeMarcus McVeigh, Corey Payne up top. Corey puts it on the floor down the left side of the lane, dishes it to McVeigh. Short corner jumper, no good. And the rebound, Lakers. They can take a lead here. Alfonso Davis in the key, back out to Saquon Terry. Terry way out guarded by Corey Payne. Knight head of the key for three, good.
Well, DeMarcus just didn't get out there. And I'm not sure if that's in the scouting report or not, but Knight sure didn't hesitate.
Looked good shooting it, and he made it. 22-19 Lakers. Cam Baker, Darren Daniels drives in, mid-range jumper, good.
It's just solid right there. A little pump fake, got his player in the air, and a nice mid-range jumper.
22-21 Clayton State. Alfonso Davis down the right side of the lane, blows by everybody, lays it up.
Well, and DeMarcus McVeigh is struggling, and here comes Brentine off the bench.
And it's 24-21 Clayton State. DeMarcus up top to Corey Payne. Corey, head of the key, gets it to DeMarcus McVeigh, and a charge. Yeah, he has a tough stretch out there, didn't he? And that'll get us to a media timeout. 10:46 to play in the first half. 24-21 Clayton State. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
You're busy with places to go and people to see at CB&T.
Lakers up by 3 with 10:46 left in the first half.
And over the last 3 or 4 minutes, Clayton State has outplayed us on both ends. And Brentine, who was off to a fast start and went to get a rest, he's back in the game.
All right, the Lakers with the basketball. Powell slowly into the front court. They have yet to be whistled for a foul in this game. CSU called for 5. Powell out on the wing, drives in all the way and scores.
Yeah, just beat Cam Baker off the dribble. Not much else to that.
26-21 Clayton State. Baker a long 2 up top, no good. Rebound Saquon Terry. Terry into the front court. Pull up a long 2, no good. Long rebound, and Powell, or rather they get it, they hustle. Benneman got it at the free throw line.
Yeah, hustle being the word there. That is a hustle play, and they beat us to the spot.
Davis on the give and go off the glass, good.
Well, right now, Scott, Clayton State looks like the better basketball team. They're running their stuff and playing extremely hard, and CSU needs to turn it up a notch.
Again, the defense comes into question here. 28-21. Brent Jackson driving in the lane. Layup good on the reverse layup.
Well, good strong move. Think about this, Scott. We gave up 59 on Saturday. Clayton has 28, and there's a half of the first half to go.
Head of the key is Powell. Powell to Terry. Head of the key. A long 3. Spun out. No good. Benneman with a rebound. Good.
That's a guard doing that, and that just cannot happen.
30-23, Clayton State. Baker against Benneman. Scoops, misses, drew the foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice move by Cam that time. Just backed his player down, and in that situation, the low man wins, and Cam won that battle.
Matthias Sigurdarsson goes to the scorer's table, better known as Matty S. Free throw by Cam is good.
And Matty's given us some good minutes off the bench in the last 5 or 6 games. He's shot the ball better than he did early in the year.
Youngster from Iceland comes in. Corey Payne goes out. Do we have the Icelandic phrase of the game?
Absolutely.
All right.
Ready to go.
Cam's second free throw attempt is no good, and the rebound goes to the Lakers. Into the front court, there's Powell. Behind the arc on the right side, Cedarius Henry in the game for the first time tonight. Henry back up to Benneman against that zone. There's wide open Knight off the glass, good.
And once again, that should not happen. It just shouldn't. He ran to a spot and there was nobody there.
He's got wide open behind that zone. 32-24, Clayton State. Darren Daniel, Brent Jackson behind the arc right side. Matty S. Brent up top for three. No good. Long rebound, Brentine Taylor. Gives it up to Brent down the lane, off the glass. Good. And he's fouled. Count the bucket.
And you wonder there if Powell for Clayton State was inside the circle there, or the semicircle. I think that's what the call was because it looked like a charge, but I think he was inside the circle, and Brett going to have a chance for a three-point play.
And first foul on Powell, second foul on the Lakers. And Brent with 8 points off the bench already tonight. And he makes it 9.
I think he's adapted pretty well to coming off the bench. He is ready to play and having a good game tonight.
32-27, the Lakers, 8:23 to play in the first half here at Herbert Green Court in the Lumpkin Center. Powell, jump circle. Cedarius Henry. Powell gets it to Knight, middle of the lane. Bounce pass to Benneman, who fumbled it out of bounds down on the baseline.
Well, give credit to Darren Daniel there. He got his hand in there that time, and a good defensive possession for CSU there.
So the Cougars with the ball. Cam Baker slowly into the front court. Just ticked under the 8-minute mark here in the first half. Media timeout coming at the next dead ball. Jackson driving down the right side of the lane. Off the glass, missed it in traffic. Rebound, Clayton. Powell got it. Henry to Powell, head of the key. Powell kicks it to Benneman on the left wing. He'll dribble back up. Terry, by the way, is on the bench getting a breather. Powell, Benneman driving down the left side of the lane. Basket's good and a foul.
And Benneman took Cam Baker off the dribble right there, and he'll have a chance for three.
When we come back from the media timeout with the Lakers leading 34-27, this is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540. Scott Miller, Mike Sander back at Herbert Green Court, 34-27 Lakers.
And the defense so far has been quite porous. Clayton State shooting 13 of 22 for 59% here in the first half.
And Benneman at the line trying to complete the three-point play. And the free throw is up. And no good long, and they get a long deflected rebound, and Benneman runs it down. So they get another opportunity on the house there, if you will. Powell to Benneman. McVeigh goes to the scores table for CSU. Benneman head of the key for three, no good, and Powell gets a rebound, so they still get another chance. Powell drives against Demetrius Abrams, and he traveled. That's good defense by the youngster out of Coal City, North Carolina.
Well, and you're right, Scott. Very good defense. And I tell you, Demetrius can get more minutes if he's willing to get out there and defend. He will get more minutes off the bench. And you mentioned the offensive rebounds, Clayton's getting as bad as we've been defensively. We certainly don't need to give him any more chances.
Cougars with the ball. Matty S. up top. 6:51 left in the half. Trailing by 7. Brentine head of the key. Brent Jackson head of the key. Matty S. right wing. Brentine mid-post right side. Puts it on the floor in the paint. And I don't know what he was doing there, but it's off the glass. No good. And the rebound goes to the Lakers. Benneman gets it down low. Low block shot is up. No. They follow. No. They tip it up. No. They get another one off the glass. Missed it again. Rebound Brent Jackson. Jackson's going to fly into the front court. Pass to Matty S. Reverse layup. Good.
Nice. I thought Brent waited a second too late to get it to him, but Matty did a really nice job coming up with that ball and laying it in.
They got 42 rebounds in a row down on this end and didn't score.
That's unbelievable. We dodged 3 layups on that last possession.
34-29. Clayton State, and there's an offensive foul drawn by Brentine Taylor, called on Richard Bell.
That's just good awareness by Brentine. If you lower that shoulder, the ref is going to blow his whistle, and we're going the other way.
All right, Demetrius will get it in to Brent. And Abrams will get it into the front court. Head of the key. Gets it to McVeigh on the wing. Brent Jackson, baseline. Trying to muscle his way into the paint. He does. A little short jumper. No. Brentine, rebound, good.
Well, and speaking of muscle, Brentine right there to clean up the miss. A very strong rebound and a nice putback.
34-31 Clayton State. Alfonso Davis driving. High off the glass. No. Henry got it. Put it up. Jump shot, good.
Yep, they drew our post players to one side, and we had no backside help for the rebound there.
36-31 Clayton State. 5:15 left in the first half here in Columbus. McVeigh way out on the left wing. Head of the key. Brentine Taylor in the key. Back out to McVeigh. He hands it to Brent Jackson. Sets a screen for him. Brent in the key. Maintains the dribble. Fade away long two. In and out. No good. Rebound Clayton State. Henry got the rebound, and he carried the ball.
Yeah, he did his best Allen Iverson impression that time, a clear carry. And one thing here, Scott, on the offensive end, when Cam Baker is not out there, the shots do not come as easy. And Brent had to take a very tough shot on the last possession.
And Brentine will be the trigger man in front of our bench. They get Henry out of the game and Saquon Terry back in the game. All right, 36-31 Lakers, 4:41 left in the first half. Jackson head of the key, Matty S. right wing. Brentine up top head of the key. Brent Jackson left wing. Brent bounce pass to McVeigh, reverses it, bad pass right to Benneman. Benneman ahead of the field, and Demetrius Abrams hustles back and knocks it out of bounds. Belongs to the Lakers, but he saved a layup.
He did. He saved 2 points right there, and that's just really good hustle by Demetrius.
And another poor pass.
Yeah, very poor pass, and DeMarcus will head back to the bench. And I'm going to tell you what, Scott, I think there is a message being sent to Cam Baker. He is still on the bench that he is going to have to defend if he's going to play.
Benneman on the baseline, left of the basket, gets it in up top to Terry. 36-31 Lakers, 4:19 to play in the half. Saquon Terry, Alfonso Davis head of the key, puts it on the floor, runs all over Matty S., and they're going to call a foul on CSU.
Well, Matty S., that's not a matchup that's favorable for him at all. And Davis, even though he's a post guy, able to put the ball on the floor there and create some contact.
Matty got there, but he was going backwards at the time.
Just such a huge size advantage for Davis.
And another free throw. He has lived at the free throw line tonight. Good.
I mentioned it. He shot 112 coming in here, and even though it's unorthodox, he finds a way to make them.
He really does. Shooting with two hands, but as you say, he gets a good rotation on it. And up and good again.
Yeah, they all look the same, and that's the key. Consistency there, and he's having a good half with 11 points.
38-31 Lakers, 4:06 to go. Cam Baker and Corey Payne at the scores table now. We're in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds. Belongs to CSU still. That will get us to the media timeout. 3:59 to play in the half. Lakers up by 7. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CD&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connection.
All the way high off the glass, good.
And his first bucket of the evening, and a nice one it was. Laid it up there really high off the glass.
Late in the shot clock, 38-33 Lakers. 3:36 to play in the half. And there's a travel out by Kendall Joseph as he caught the ball up top, shuffled his feet.
Yes, he did. And, you know, Brent hustling over there had something to do with that. And excuse me, Scott, go ahead.
I was just going to say they're going to get it on the side instead of on the baseline.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the little things, just getting to your man, forcing him to do something, and Brent did a nice job that time.
Cam Baker behind the arc on the right side. Cam to Brentine Taylor up high. Darren Daniel behind the arc on the left wing. Darren up top to Brent Jackson. Jackson, 10 on the shot clock. Brentine Taylor spins on the low block in the paint. Shot is up. It's blocked by Knight. Brentine got it back. 1 on the shot clock. Corey got it off in time. Missed a 3. It's tipped up by Darren Daniel. No. Rebound Lakers. And into the front court. Benneman leaves it for Alphonso Davis down the lane. He missed it. And it's out on the wing. And Corey Payne had it, lost it, loose on the floor, rolling to the sideline, out of bounds. And they're going to give it to the Lakers.
I'm not sure the officials really knew who that ball went off of there, but Clayton will end up with it.
We have had several just kind of wild scrambles and sequences in this first half.
Yeah, you're right. We're shooting the ball well, but we have not looked sharp on either end.
All right. Get it into Powell between the circles. 2:36 left in the half. Terry for 3. Shot it way long, air ball, but into the hands of Benneman down in the right corner. Tonight. Off the glass, good, man.
Well, a bit of a bad break there. It was such a terrible shot by Sequan Terry that we didn't have anybody in the area, and they end up with a layup.
Lakers are up by 7. You don't expect him to miss one that badly,
No,
do
you
you?
don't. He's a great shooter.
Cam Baker up top on the left side. Cam maintains the dribble, will pull up, take a long two, and miss it, and rebound Knight. Hands it off to Powell with 2 minutes to play in the half. Powell getting it to Alphonso Davis against Darren Daniel. Then he throws it away to Cam Baker. Cam, an alley-oop to Brent Jackson, and a two-handed dunk.
Well, the alley was perfect, and the oop was quite impressive. Brent really getting up, and a nice dunk there to cut the lead to 5.
A minute 39 left in the half. Powell into the front court. Man-to-man defense. Powell gets it to Benneman, guarded by Cam Baker. Benneman, good defense by Baker that time. Benneman still up top, off balance. He spins outside the lane and draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
And as you mentioned, Scott, Cam Baker was doing a really good job that time, doing an excellent job moving his feet, and at the last minute, hit Benneman on his arm, and that will send Cam Baker to the bench with 2 fouls.
It was a good foul, but the fans and Coach Moore wanted a travel called on Benneman before the foul. Free throw is good.
Well, and you can't really get on Cam there. I thought he did a pretty good job, and maybe he did travel. I didn't see it that way, but can't get on Cam that time. I thought he did a pretty good job.
41-35 Lakers. And the second one is good. Emotions are running high in the building for both games tonight because it's a big rival. 42-35. Lakers on top. 1:16 to go in the half. Corey Payne, Brent Jackson, baseline, puts it on the floor. He lost it, knocked away, and the Lakers come away with it, and a foul on Matty S.
Well, Brent was triple teamed that time and lost control, and I really thought Matty could have gone up and got that ball with both hands, but he tapped it with one hand, and we end up with Clayton at the line with a chance to stretch out this 7-point lead.
9th foul on the Cougars. The Lakers have been whistled for 3. And Marquise Clark, free throw is good. 43-35.
And part of that is Clayton's aggressiveness. Yeah. They have been the aggressor in this game, and it's not the officials.
The free throw is good. 44-35. Yeah, just the number of fouls never tells the whole story, does it?
No, it does not. And Clayton has been very aggressive in the first half.
Darren Daniel head of the key, 55 seconds, 44-35 Lakers. Corey Payne off of a pick, but they switch. Payne in the key, pulls up. Brentine Taylor spins on the low block. Shot is blocked from behind into the hands of Darren Daniel. He misses the putback, but Brentine Taylor does not.
That's good work by both guys, Double D and Brentine there, finishing the play.
44-37 Lakers, 28 seconds. 5 less than that on the shot clock. Up top is Alphonso Davis. 14 on the shot clock. 19 left in the first half. Lakers by 7. Davis down the left side of the lane. Fade away. Air ball into the hands of Knight. He misses the putback. Brent Jackson rebound with 8 seconds. Gets it to Corey Payne. A driving layup, no, but he's fouled with 3.8, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was impressive right there. We got the rebound. There was a little over 8 on the clock, and Brent actually looked up at the clock. Very good job by him to get the ball ahead to Corey there. And Corey's really good at that move. He goes up, and even though he's a little guy, does a really good job at drawing contact.
Foul was on Cyclone Terry, so even better. Now Corey Payne will go to the line. Brent Jackson has not come out of the game since he's come into the game. He's had a good first half.
Yeah, he plays, you know, Brent, he plays hard every time out. He really does. He didn't play very well Saturday, but he always plays hard, and tonight he has really kind of kept us in this game.
Free throw by Corey is good. 44-38, 3.8 seconds left in the first half. Corey's free throw is good. The Lakers will use their use it or lose it 30-second timeout. We'll hold it right here at courtside.
And 2 makes from Corey there, and he has 4 points to cut the lead to 5. And I think it's very important here that we close this out, Scott, without allowing Clayton a basket here. I mean, to be down 5, I just don't think we hadn't played very well. And give Clayton credit, they've had a lot to do with it, but defensively we have been very, very poor.
We're on the road again Saturday. We're at Georgia College for a 3:30 doubleheader. The women at 3:30, the men at 5:30 or thereabouts. It's going to be a lot later than that because it's ESPN televised games, ESPN3. It's homecoming. It'll be quite an atmosphere over there. Looking forward to that.
You and me both. That should be fun.
All right, Lakers get the ball in. 2 seconds. There's a jumper to beat the buzzer. No good. It would have counted from the arc by Clark, but it was off. And so I'm with you, Mike. As poorly as the Cougars played in the first half, to go to the locker room just trailing by 5, you almost count yourself lucky.
Well, and thank goodness we made some shots. If we weren't making shots, we'd probably be down 20 right now because we played absolutely no defense in that half, but only down 5.
All right, we will be back with the halftime report. We'll take a look at the first half stats and kind of set up the schedule the rest of the way for us down the stretch of the regular season, as the Lakers of Clayton State leading Columbus State 44-39 at the break. This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
If you have family or friends looking for great overnight accommodation,
cheer for the stumbles, the he shoulda had that's, and the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
It was late August and I was going up the stairs to my bedroom. I stopped and I had to sit down on the stairs because my knee had this horrible twinge in it. Then when I put my arm down, I felt it in my elbow and I was like, man, what is going on with me? So we went to the doctor the next day, had a blood test, and then the next morning, my mom woke me up and said, hey, we gotta go to the hospital. We were there for about 7 hours, kept getting tests and retests and everything, pretty much ensuring diagnosis that they hoped wasn't gonna happen. The doctor came out with tears in her eyes and she said, you have leukemia, it's cancer of the blood, and for at least the next 6 months, your life is going to be flipped upside down. You will not be able to go to school, you can't go home, you have to immediately go to the hospital. After being diagnosed on August 27th of 2010 with leukemia, I went through 14 months of intensive chemotherapy and cranial brain radiation. I was diagnosed with a bone disease called avascular necrosis, typically known as AVN. I later had a bone decompression surgery on my left knee and left hip and a bilateral hip replacement at 20 years old. I went through countless months of rehabilitation and chemotherapy, had intrathecal drugs injected into my spine, drugs like prednisone, dexamethasone, daunorubicin, vincristine, and the list goes on. The one thing that I craved the most was normalcy. I just wanted to be treated normal, I wanted to do normal things, and for me, normal was baseball. People say, oh, well, you're now going to go to school and you're going to be a doctor, and or you're going to try to be a doctor, and all these good things have come out of it. Would you ever go back and would you say not to have cancer? Yeah, of course I would. I don't want, is the most horrible, worst thing that has ever happened to me, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Before every national anthem, I always took an extra second, an extra moment, and just kind of took it all in and reminding myself that tomorrow's never guaranteed and you're never guaranteed another game. So enjoy every second you get out here, every pitch that you get to throw. No matter what the outcome is, just be happy you're out here.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Well, we've worked hard. Guys are getting ready, put a lot of time in. We've got a few hitters back, so our lineup isn't completely different. We've lost some really good players, obviously, but we've got some good ones coming back. It's the pitching staff is probably the biggest question mark because we lost quite a few guys and we got a lot of new pitchers. So if anywhere we show probably growing pains, it'll probably be in the pitching staff trying to figure out roles and how things are going to work. Both have starters and bullpen. So, I think we're going to be a solid defensive team. And if we throw strikes, and I think we'll be okay.
Team looks good. We've been practicing really hard. This team's work ethic is really good, and everybody's trying to get ready for this big game coming up this Friday. Really, I've just been trying to do all the little things, getting rest when I need to, icing and working out good. And then this is my last season, so obviously I want to go deep in the playoffs and hopefully a national championship. But really, it's just about doing the little things right day in and day out and trying to win every game to get there.
I think we're going to do great. We know we're excited about this weekend, and we have a lot of newcomers, but we welcome them as a team. And they're our new brothers, and I'm very excited about this weekend. I want to win a ring. I want to go out with a bang. I've been working, bigger, faster, stronger is my goal, and then coaches told me what I needed to work on, and I worked on it. And so I'm ready to win a ring.
Last year I think we all just expected to go where we wanted to and just get back to the regional where we left off the season before. And it wasn't that simple. We figured out that we needed to put in more work than we did, and this year that kind of fires us up and makes us motivated to want to work harder and hopefully get back to the regional and then further.
It motivated us. It kind of put a fire in our bodies, and it kind of hurt. We weren't expecting it, but it's kind of worked us to get bigger and faster, and it really motivated us to work harder.
If we hit well and play good defense, that'll be the key. Pitching's going to be good as long as they're throwing strikes, and if we make the plays behind them in the field, we'll be good.
Just stay healthy, stretch, work out in the weight room hard as you can, and prepare yourself to win a national championship.
Oh, this stadium's awesome. It's really nice to have a good place for the fans to come watch a game, and everybody just to be able to enjoy the atmosphere. It makes it feel like a big league atmosphere almost, and it's fun to go out with that kind of stadium.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a way to go out with a bang, for the last season, get to see this new stadium, new scoreboard, everything. It's very awesome.
It's hard to tell, just because we have so many new guys. We lost some power and speed off of last year's team, but I think offensively we'll be okay. We're just going to have to find ways to score. But I think if we pitch and play defense, we can compete for the conference championship. And if we do that on a daily basis, it's kind of it's a different year, and there's a lot of teams that are in the league that are going to have a lot of new faces. I think North Georgia and Armstrong probably bring back the most guys. It's reflected in the preseason rankings where they're both at the top. And after that, it's just a lot of new teams. But last year North Georgia was ranked 10th in the beginning of the year in the conference, and they ended up winning the conference. So, but our goals haven't changed. We want to win the conference. We want to go and get in a regional. We want to try and win a regional and get to a World Series and see if we can play for a national championship. That's why we're out here. That's why we're working hard. And that's what these guys came here to do.
You got to stay hydrated.
Always.
Always.
A regional university earning lots of national attention, Columbus State University now attracts students from every county in Georgia. And with more than $60 million worth of campus upgrades, record enrollment, phenomenal community support, and unprecedented opportunities for students, it's easy to see why. At Columbus State, it's about you, your future, your creativity, your success. See why more and more students are making Columbus State University their first choice.
I used to come and watch Columbus State play sometime. My mom and dad used to bring me in and watch them. So I've been here for quite a good bit of time. I didn't know anybody on the team. when I was coming to watch play, so just coming to watch basketball. Probably around my junior year, that's when Coach Moore came and watched me play at Kendrick, and a lot of schools were trying to get me to come play at their schools, a lot of junior colleges, but I really didn't want to go away too far away from home, so that's why I made my mind that I'd probably come to Columbus State.
I saw Cam Baker play in high school at Kendrick High School about 4 or 5 years ago. I always thought he had a great skill set to be a good basketball player, and I felt like academically he could do some things to make himself better on and off the court. Cam decided to go to junior college, which I thought was a good move for him academically and also athletically. And you can just tell he just put a lot of work into the game, into his game, shooting the ball a whole lot better now than he did in high school, understanding to involve his teammates a little bit more. I think all those things have evolved in his game over the years. We really do a good job of trying to get into the local high schools and have those guys come play for us. We feel like CSU is one of the top, educational institutions in the country. So why go far away from home when you come right in your backyard?
Last year was kind of hard. I had to sit out, couldn't play basketball. I was just coming to practice, and coach always telling me to keep my head up, all this kind of stuff. Athletes really don't want to hear because you're not playing, but I stayed with it, came to practice, gave it my all, and now, coach promised me that it'll all pay off, and it is paying off now.
It was a good and bad. As a coach, you wanted this guy, you wanted Cam to play in games, but in practices, we just told him to go as hard as he can and just think about next season going against him in practice every day. Our guys had to guard better. He's quick and athletic, so it made you get back in transition defense, those kind of things. So even though he was not part of the team as far as the wins and losses last year, I thought he was a big part of why we had some success because he pushed those guys in practice.
Just being in the gym every day, outside of practice, you have to practice outside of practice. Practice can't be your only time here in the gym. So I like to get up some shots outside of practice at local recs around Columbus and stuff like that, and I feel like that helps me keep my game going. A lot of guys from high school, people reading the newspaper, always staying on top of me about my game and stuff, so yeah, I like going to recs because people like to challenge me and stuff.
I love to hear that because, I'm from Macon, Georgia, but I call Columbus, Georgia my home. I was born in Macon. I just love to see, hometown guys have some success here at the university. Cam has really made things easier for us to recruit guys here in Columbus because he's having so much success and he loves playing here. He loves his teammates. So we're looking to have more guys come out and play for Columbus State University. But, Cam is the poster, what you want to say, poster child for it. And we're glad to have him. We're glad he's not playing for any other team in our conference.
It really feels good. Like every home game before the game, I get like jitters because I know my name's coming, and as soon as I come through the lineup, everybody scream. I hear my mom screaming, my dad screaming. So it feels real good to be able to come back home and play for your home city and stuff. So I really enjoy it.
From right here in the CSG, number 3, Cam Baker.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
540 WDAK.
Scott Miller, Mike Sanda back at Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center. All right, what do we need to do here, Mike, to get this thing turned around, trailing by 5?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. I mean, we just have to play with some effort on the defensive end. Clayton State had 12 offensive rebounds in a half. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I'm sure that Coach Moore at halftime lit into his guys a little bit, and I think he needed to. So, I mean, it really, to me, it's about effort. You have to get down in a defensive stance and guard your man and go get some rebounds.
All right, the Lakers will have the ball first as we begin the second half. And the Cougars break the huddle with the starting 5 that began the game.
As good as Brent played in the first half, you wonder how long he'll sit over there.
He had an outstanding first half. 11 points. All right, Benneman gets the ball in right in front of us to Powell, and we are underway in the second half here in Columbus. The Lakers with the ball and a 5-point lead. Terry for 3, short. Long rebound deflected to Benneman. He got it back to Terry. There's another offensive rebound for him. And Knight just blew a shoe. Came right off. He's at the head of the key. Powell up top on the left side. Knight got the shoe back on. Cyclone Terry to Powell. 13 on the shot clock. Benneman. Terry from the right wing for 3. No good again. Rebound, Arvin Kamaj.
Well, Auburn took care of it that time, and he spent a lot of time on the bench in the first half. So maybe he'll get some rebounds.
Brentine Taylor down low. His shot is blocked. Arvin got it. Hit shot is blocked. Brentine got it and put it up and in.
Well, you have to love to see that. Great effort from both Arvin and Brentine gets the field goal.
Well, that's that effort you were talking about. That's 44-41, and we've got a foul away from the basketball on CSU's Arvin Kamaj, and that's his third. Arvin gives the thumbs up to the Coach Moore, saying, I know it's 3. I'll watch it.
Well, he better watch it. I mean, we really need him on the court in this game.
We really do. Baseline, up top, Benneman. Let's see if they go right after him. Behind the arc, right side. Yep, right down there. Alfonso Davis. Arvin blocked the shot. Davis got it back, missed it. Knight followed with a two-handed dunk.
That's a good call by you. They went directly at him, and Arvin did a nice job not picking up number 4.
Got a block out of it. 46-41. Davis falls on top of Payne. No call. Arvin for 3, right wing. No good. Backside rebound, Powell. Into the front court. Powell gets it to Benneman. A pull-up 3. Good.
And this is not the start we were looking for. The lead is now 8. A big shot by Benneman there.
18-14 left in the game. Baker spinning down low. Drew the foul. Missed the shot. Hung on the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Did a really nice job getting that ball up to the rim, and it almost fell in there, but shoot 2 free throws.
Foul was on Benneman.
And, you know, Scott, Cam, you know, he's our best player. And he has to play like it. And he needs to play with a little bit more energy.
Free throw is good.
And when I say energy, I mean both ends. We know he can score, but he has to lead these guys.
He has just 6 points with that free throw. And this one is also good. And it's 49-43 Lakers. Can we play enough defense? Powell behind the arc on the right side. Alfonso Davis head of the key right at Arvin Kamaj again. Jumper is good.
Well, Arvin did a good job that time. Kept his hands straight up. Just a good shot by Davis. Really nice offensive play.
51-43. Cam Baker blowing by everybody from the left wing to the glass. Laid it up and in. 51-45 Lakers. Alfonso Davis head of the key for 3. Good. Are you kidding me?
That's really tough there. I mean, you have a 6'8" guy that knocks in a 3, and just a really nice shot. I have to give the kid credit.
54-45 Lakers. 17:23 to play. Cam at the head of the key. Corey Payne up top on the right side. Corey gets it to Cam. Bounce pass to Brentine Taylor. Low block. His shot is blocked from behind by Davis into the hands of Powell. That's Benneman, rather, driving high off the glass. Good. Nobody stopped the ball.
Yeah, just way, way too easy right there. No interference, and we're going to get a timeout from CSU.
56-45. Clayton State goes up by 11, and we'll take the timeout. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Consider the cup holder. There's probably one sitting empty next to you right now. No Pepsi, no Coke. Just look at it. All across the country, cup holders are being neglected. Instead of Pepsi, they're being filled with loose change or crumpled up receipts. But you can help. Get a Pepsi and refresh a cup holder's life. Our thirsts are counting on it. In fact, I'm having one right now. That is refreshing. Pepsi, refresh yourself. Refill your cup holder.
The Cougar Club is an annual giving program for CSU athletics and has been the driving force behind our success. The Cougar Club provides talented student athletes the opportunity to receive a quality education from Columbus State while adding to the university's tradition of excellence. Our dependence on private support through the Cougar Club is truly the critical margin of excellence in our athletics program. For more information on how you can join the Cougar Club, call 706-568-2204 or go to CSUCougars.com.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
56-45 Clayton State. The Cougars may need another clipboard. Coach Robert Moore was fired up during that timeout.
Well, and the message he tried to get across at halftime was not received by his players, and the clipboard was snapped in half.
56-45 Lakers. Cougars with the ball. Cam Baker down the right side, kicks it back to Corey Payne. Ball fake, drives, leaves it for Baker on the arc. Puts it on the baseline, a drive, and a blocking foul on Saquon Terry. And that's number 2 on him.
Nice drive that time by Cam.
And here is Cam on the baseline, getting it into Darren Daniel on the right arc. Brent Jackson up top, ball fake, drives in, off the glass, good.
A great move by Brent. Used the shot fake that time and got all the way to the basket. Had some contact, no foul.
56-47, there's Powell in the lane. Drew the foul as he missed the shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, we mentioned Coach Moore very upset in the timeout, and that's another play right there. I mean, when a team just drives the ball down the court, no screen, no nothing, and gets into the middle of the lane, that's a problem. And that needs to be fixed.
And it's the 3rd foul on Cam Baker. Powell's free throw is no good. 56-47 Lakers, 16:29 to play. Powell back to the line and missed them both, and the rebound tipped around into the hands of Brentine Taylor. Davis got a hand on it but couldn't corral it. Darren Daniel up top, ball knocked away from him, turnover into the hands of Benneman. Benneman to Saquon Terry, drives to the baseline, gets it to Knight, off the glass, good.
Yep, once again too easy, and one team is focused, the other team is going through the motions, and the team that is focused has an 11-point lead.
58-47 Lakers, 16 minutes to play. Brent Jackson to Corey Payne up top. Corey, head of the key, Brentine Taylor. Cam Baker against Benneman, drives to the baseline. His shot is blocked by Davis, and Davis saves it. Outlet pass to Powell, 3-on-2. Terry in the corner for 3, missed it. Backside rebound, Brent Jackson. We got real lucky there.
Yes, we did.
Brent Jackson driving all the way, dishes it off to Brentine Taylor. He drew the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a huge miss on the other end from Saquon Terry, and we'll have a chance to get the lead back into single digits.
And that'll get us to a media timeout. 15:32 to play in the game. Clayton up 58-47. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540.
Columbus State University.
15:32 to play. Brentine Taylor will be shooting 2 free throws when play resumes.
Well, a couple of free throws here. The surprising thing to me, Scott, is with the poor defense tonight. Robert's a good defensive coach. His teams, since we've been watching, since he's been here, are historically good defensive teams. And this team just, I don't know what it is. They can really score, but they have just not bought in on the defensive end.
Brentine's free throw is good. Chance to cut the deficit to single digits as he goes back to the line. He misses it. Brent Jackson with a rebound. Goes back up, misses that. Rebound, Alfonso Davis. Into the front court, Benneman. Benneman, head of the key, Davis down the left side of the lane. Off the glass, good.
Boy, what a great move. That kid is a good player. 18 points for him tonight.
60-48 Lakers. He really is good. Corey Payne up top on the right side. Corey driving, scooping in the lane, good.
Another nice move by Corey, getting to the basket using that left hand. 6 points for him.
10-point Laker lead, long way to go, 14:50 left. Lakers with the ball, off of a screen, Powell to the head of the key. Knight up top, Benneman, way out, 9 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open, Powell for 3, good.
That's a killer right there. Powell, not a very good shooter, and he gets that one to go. That's tough.
They've got their biggest lead of the night, 63-50. 14:23 to play. There's a foul on Knight as Brent Jackson drove the lane and drew the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And Brent hit the underside of the basket there, and a bit of a late whistle, a bit of a bailout call, but he'll get 2 free throws.
He's got 13. Brentine Taylor has 13, and Cam Baker with just 9. The free throw is good by Brent.
And at last, Powell hitting that 3, just his 6th three-pointer of the year.
Free throw is good again, so he hit them both. We're going to press 63-52. They get it into Powell, and they throw it ahead to Benneman to beat the press. Benneman on the right wing. Knight down low against Brentine Taylor, backing down on him. Jump hook outside the lane, no. Backside rebound goes to CSU. Outlet to Corey Payne. Pull up at the right elbow, no. And the rebound, Clayton State. Powell, front court, driving against Brent Jackson, and he blocked the ball. A held ball is called, and the arrow belongs to CSU.
Now that's good defense right there. Brent held his ground, did a really good job not fouling right there. And that's the way you play defense right there.
Senior out of Fountain, Colorado, who's had a good night. He's got to get some help from his teammates.
Yes, he does.
Up top, Corey Payne. Brent Jackson way out on the right wing. Pull up, takes a 3, misses it. Long rebound, Brentine Taylor. Drives on the baseline. His shot is blocked and recovered by the Lakers. Powell into the front court. Powell to the hoop. Drew the foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
And they're going to get you Corey on the reach there. Brent came in at the last minute to block the shot. The problem there is when we string together a couple of stops, we've missed a couple of shots. Corey missed one, and Brentine missed one, and have not been able to close the gap.
The only 2 guys really playing well tonight are the 2 guys whose names start with Brent and Brentine.
You mentioned they need help. They better hurry up with the help. 13:28 to go, and we're down 12, and Arbin Kamaj will come back in for Brentine.
The free throw by Powell was good. He goes back to the line. So Brentine gets a breather. Powell's second free throw, no good. Well, somebody's in the lane too soon, and that somebody's in the white jersey. Arbin Kamaj. So they'll get a free throw on the house.
On the house, and down 12, you cannot do things like that.
So Powell back to the line. Up, and no good. He missed it, so it didn't hurt. Rebound CSU. Brent Jackson into the front court. Jackson leaves it to Cam Baker. Time to go to work, Cam. Cam driving from the wing. Fadeaway, baseline. In and out, no, but tipped up and in by DeMarcus McVeigh.
Well, Cam got the ball up on the rim, and DeMarcus McVeigh with a nice tip.
His first basket of the night. Lakers by 10. They're back the other way, and the ball swatted out of bounds by CSU as Davis drove and tried to put it off the glass.
And Davis, as we mentioned, just a very tough matchup. I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, and that time DeMarcus with a nice block.
All right, Powell on the baseline. And Cam Baker with a great steal at the midcourt line. Back layup, good.
And that was just, he looked like a defensive back. Went up, got the ball at its highest point, took it in and laid it in. So he's in double figures now with 11, lead down to 8.
12:47. Maybe that play will jumpstart us. Benjamin up top. Powell. Powell gets it to Davis at the left elbow. Driving down. Drew the foul from Arvin Kamaj and will go to the line yet again.
Arvin picks up his 4th. And Scott, I'm not sure we have anybody that can guard Davis. I mean, he brings you out, puts the ball on the floor, and he has the size to get to the rim. Just a very, very tough matchup.
Handles the ball well enough that he can complete the play.
Well, and Clayton doing a good job. I mean, they're just getting him the ball about 15, 16 feet from the basket and clearing it out. And he has that quickness advantage, and as you mentioned, he handles the ball very well.
He's 7 of 8 from the line tonight, and this one is perfect. He missed his first free throw of the night, and he hasn't since. So Arvin back to the bench. He's been in foul trouble all night. Davis's free throw is good again. The lead is back to 10 for the Lakers. We roll the ball up to try to save a few seconds. Baker up top. Darren Daniel, left wing, reverses it. High pass. Brent Jackson saves it from going out of bounds. He's in the lane, passes it off. It's knocked away. McVeigh picks it up. He throws it, and Corey Payne saves it from going back court. There's still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Payne, free throw line jumper, no good. Long rebound, loose on the floor. McVeigh saved it to Darren Daniel. He spins, he shoots, he misses. Rebound goes to the Lakers.
Yeah, tough possession there.
And a long pass to Knight, and his shot is blocked by Brent Jackson as he tried to lay it in. Corey Payne back the other way, scoops, scores, and he's fouled. Count the buckets.
Well, you mentioned a play that might get us jump-started. The block from Brent Jackson on the other end got the break going, and a great play by Corey Payne.
And we'll take the media timeout with 11:49 to play. The Lakers up 66-58. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Hi, I'm Jeff Marshall. I served in the Air Force for 10 years and deployed to both Iraq and Afghanistan. Facebook hired me, and I'm now a manager in our online operations group. Thank you to Facebook for allowing me to apply the skills that I learned in the military. And thank you to iHeartRadio's Show Your Stripes for helping to connect veterans and businesses. Learn how you can get involved at iHeartRadio.com/showyourstripes, powered by military.com and monster.com. Hire smart, hire vet.
Hello, my name is Jerry Smith at Interlink Mortgage Services here in Columbus, proud sponsor of the Show Your Stripes initiative to support the brave men and women that serve our military. At Interlink Mortgage, our loan specialists will provide a first-class service to our military family. So whether you're looking to purchase a new home or if you'd like to find out if a no-cost refinance makes sense for you, our team is ready to serve you. Please call us 706-940-0329 or apply online at WeLendColumbus.com. Interlink Mortgage Services, LLC, NMLS number 205696, Georgia Mortgage Lender License 42026. Interlink is an equal housing lender.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540 WDAK.
All right, 66-58 Lakers. Corey Payne at the line to try to complete the three-point play with 11:49 to go.
Brent started the play with the great block on the other end, and Corey is very, very good using his body, and if he can get to that left hand, he can really do some damage, and a big free throw right here.
It looked like they were about to go up 12, and Brent made the block. And the free throw is good. 66-59. Little pressure in the backcourt. Davis, Benneman. There's Terry. He's had a poor shooting half. That worries you. Powell way out on the left wing. Davis left elbow, puts it on the floor down the right side of the lane, draws the foul again, and again goes to the line to shoot.
We have seen that over and over. He just catches the ball, right free throw line, takes a couple dribbles, and ends up at the free throw line.
Very appropriate on Groundhog Day week. It's like the Groundhog Day movie.
Yeah, over and over, just running that same set, and Davis doing a nice job.
Free throw is good. He's got 21, and he's 10 of 11 at the line now.
And a lot of times when it's a guard doing the damage, you can run people at him. But with a post guy, when he's doing what he's doing, very, very difficult on the defense.
And the second one is also good. 68-59 Lakers, 11:30 to go, still plenty of time. Baker into the front court. Cam, head of the key, down the right side of the lane, and his shot is blocked by Knight into the hands of Terry.
It looks just like the block Brent made, man.
Knight exploded, came from nowhere. He has the ball, shot fake, drives, and a dunk.
So he does it to us on both ends, a great block, and then follows that up with a dunk, and the lead is back to 11.
With 11 minutes to go. A point a minute. Corey, a long two up top, no good. Rebound, Lakers. They just did a nice job of blocking out.
Yeah, they did. They have really killed us on the boards tonight.
Benneman between the circles. Benneman near the jump circle. There's Davis way out on the left wing, puts it on the floor, down the lane, and threw it to Knight on the baseline to Terry for three, no good. Rebound, Brent Jackson. Jackson into the front court. Brent at the head of the key, down the left side of the lane. Brent, they cut the drive off, up to Corey Payne. He's in the lane, off to McVeigh, off the glass, good.
Just good offense that time by Corey. Drove the lane, found DeMarcus down there, so we're hanging around here.
Down by 9 with 10:05 to play. In the jump circle, Powell. Powell takes Brent Jackson into the paint. Brent stripped the ball away, but they're going to get him for the foul.
That's bad call.
That is a bad call. That was a clean strip.
Yep, clean strip there. And in a game like this where we're having trouble getting stops, I mean, a call like that goes against you. That hurts.
Second foul on Brent. Yeah, at the least, if it wasn't a steal, it was a held ball. Powell. Free throw is good. And it's 71-61 Lakers, 9:58. And this one is also good. 72-61. Lakers, 9:58 to go. Cam Baker into the front court. McVeigh head of the key. Corey Payne left wing. Corey head of the key. Darren Daniel way out. Brent Jackson on the right wing. Brent in the key. Bounce pass on the baseline is a bad one, and it's thrown away into the hands of the Lakers. Benneman behind the arc on the left side. Davis, look out. He's at the head of the key. Dribbles out behind the wing. Gets it to Knight against Jackson. That's a mismatch, but he travels. Turnover.
You called it, Scott. There was a mismatch. He had the size advantage. Brent did a good job again.
Not only did he travel, they got him for an offensive foul, so
even better.
72-61, Clayton State. 9:23 to go. Cougars with the ball. Cam Baker had the ball stripped, and they've got a 3-on-1. Benneman all the way off the glass. They missed it, and it's loose. They get it back. Powell, a one-handed dunk.
Well, the 3-on-1, they blew it. We were lucky, and Jacory just could not hang on to the ball there, and an easy one for Clayton State.
Ties their biggest lead of the game, 13. Now there's 8:57. Baker slashing into the paint, drew the foul, missed the shot.
That's another one of those plays where the player was too deep under the basket, Cam able to draw the contact. Scott, we have 1 3-point field goal tonight. One.
Fouls on Powell, and yeah, you saw the official clearly pointing to that semicircle down on the floor. Too deep.
And Cam limping a little bit. You wonder if maybe his knee or something is bothering him.
And he is shooting 2. The first one is good.
And Cam with 12 points tonight. Our only 3-point field goal has come from Darren Daniel.
74-62, Clayton State. Second free throw is good. He's got 13. Lakers lead is 11 with 8:50 to go. We're pressing in the backcourt, trying to trap back there. They beat it. Davis gets it on the wing to Henry. Henry up top. They're doing this with Saquon Terry having a below-par shooting night. Powell between the circles. There's Terry with the ball. Powell on the right wing. Davis, his pass is knocked away into the hands of Corey Payne to Brent Jackson. Layup good.
Nice little two-man game there on the break. Good pass from Corey. Good finish by Brent. Back down to 9.
8:13 to go. Well, I asked the question earlier, can we play enough defense to win it? And that's still the question. That's what it's going to take. Knight at the left elbow. Henry up top for 3. No good. Long rebound, Cam Baker, and he's going to run out of there. Gets it to Brent Jackson. Layup. No, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
And it's been that kind of night. Brent drawing a lot of contact, but probably should have finished that play.
The Clayton State coach really wanted to travel on Cam Baker in the backcourt on that spin move of his. That'll get us to a media timeout. 7:52 to play. Lakers up 74-65. Cougar basketball, flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
In blind taste test, consumers are asked to choose which cola taste they prefer.
I usually drink Coke, but the Pepsi was way better than the Coke. You can tell the difference.
I was a little bit surprised because Pepsi's sweeter.
Pepsi, you get it right on the money.
Nationwide, more people prefer the taste of Pepsi versus Coke where they have a preference.
I'm a Coke drinker, and I took the Pepsi challenge, and I like Pepsi. I'll give Pepsi a shot now.
Let your taste decide. Pepsi, a Southern original.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for ATM withdrawals and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
74-65 Clayton State, 7:52 to play in the game.
And we need every point from here on out is important. Big free throws for Brent.
Shooting 2, he's got 17 on the night, and the first one is good.
Brent's really played well tonight. The only thing that Brent has not contributed to the score sheet is a three-pointer. He's done everything else.
And second free throw good. We'll put some pressure on. 74-67. They get the ball into Powell, and he gets it to Davis, and Brentine Taylor knocked it away. Cam Baker at the head of the key. Corey Payne for 3. Yes!
Just amazing.
Timeout. Clayton State, 30-second timeout. We'll hold it right here at courtside as it's 74-70 now, Clayton State.
And I mentioned the word amazing is that this is a 4-point basketball game. That was a great steal and a huge shot from Corey Payne there. He has 12 points now. And Scott, you know, that one almost had to go in, you felt like. And we have ourselves a tight basketball game, and at one time, Scott, it looked like we potentially could have been blown out of here.
We were down 13, 74-61 with 8:54 to play.
And Clayton State, the pressure that we put on that last possession got to them a little bit. We created a turnover. We're going to keep the press on.
And we've scored 9 in a row now. Sedarius Henry in the back court. Gets it to Saquon Terry. Crowd into it now. Channing defense. Veneman in the jump circle. Veneman to Henry up top. Terry way out on the wing. Davis to Knight. 7 on the shot clock. Veneman 5 on the shot clock. Henry inside of the arc. 1 on the shot clock, and they will not get it off.
How about that? After the rough defensive night it's been for CSU, a great defensive possession and forces a shot clock violation.
So it's 7 minutes to go. The Cougars down by 4 on a 9-0 run with the ball. Cam Baker gets it to Brent Jackson driving the baseline. He's fouled on the floor, and he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
And they went right to Brent Jackson in the post that time, and he made a very strong move to draw the foul.
Saquon Terry, his 3rd foul. He has just 8 points, none in the second half. Terry, the free throw by Brent is good.
And you've mentioned that a couple times, Scott. I think he's the one guy that had a chance to put this game out of reach, and he just has not scratched here in the second half.
And the second free throw is good by Brent. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point Clayton State lead. We've scored 11 in a row. Corey Payne stole the ball. We can tie or take a lead with a 3. Brent Jackson driving the baseline. Brent, his shot is blocked. Goaltending call, though, and we're all tied at 74.
Incredible. 13 straight points for CSU. A great decision that time by Brent Jackson, not shooting the 3, getting it up on the rim, and creating a goaltend.
And this crowd is up and roaring here now at Herbert Green Court in the Lumpkin Center. The wheels have come off the Lakers. Can they right their ship? Davis, Veneman still in the backcourt. Veneman still in the backcourt, and he gets it to Powell in the front court. Listen to this crowd now. Near the jump circle, Powell. Tie game, 6:23 to go. Saquon Terry behind the arc left side. Powell, baseline drive, and Arvin Kamaj blocked the layup from behind. Cam Baker the other way. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Did they say no foul, just a blocked shot?
Yep.
Foul. Just a block. Oh, my goodness. And Robert Moore going crazy. He got him across the arm.
He did. Very clear, and you called it like it was automatic, and it looked like a foul, but they didn't give it to him.
All right, Baker on the baseline, getting it into Brentine Taylor to Cam Baker. We're still tied. 74, 6:05 to go. Arvin Kamaj for 3, no. Backside rebound, tipped up by Brent, no. Long rebound into the hands of Corey Payne. So we keep the possession, 5:53 to go. 74-74. We've scored 13 in a row. Corey Payne, 17 on the shot clock. Brentine Taylor down the right side of the lane. His shot is blocked, and a held ball is called, and the arrow belongs to the Lakers this time.
And that time, I think the officials got it right. Brentine tried to create some space, but the long arms of Davis created a jump ball.
Will that non-call be a factor before this one is over? Veneman near the jump circle. 74-74, 5.5 minutes to go. Cougars on a 13-0 run. Powell, Saquon Terry, Knight, Terry, a long 3, good.
Well, and he had been silent the whole second half, but when they needed him to step up, he did just that. A big 3-point shot for Saquon Terry.
And the Lakers are up by 3 with 5:08. Brent Jackson, we got to keep answering, boys. Brent, free throw line, off to Cam Baker. Baker behind the arc on the left side, drives the baseline, scoops, and scores!
And what a move. Didn't look like there was any way he could get that ball to the rim. Great shot.
The Lakers with a 1-point lead in the ball with 4:43 to play. Crowd chanting defense. Veneman in the jump circle. Cougars started the night in a three-way tie for first place in the West. Powell way out on the left wing. Powell down the right side of the lane. High off the glass. He missed it. Rebound tipped out, and Brent Jackson got it. 2-on-1. Now 3-on-1. Brent to Corey Payne. Layup good.
Well, that's just a great job by Brent Jackson going to get the rebound and a great pass to Corey Payne, and we have a 1-point lead.
4:09 to play. Davis down the right side of the lane. Off the glass. Good.
Man, that kid has just been spectacular. 24 points for him, and he gives Clayton the lead.
3:57 to go. What a game now. Head of the key, Cam Baker. And a blocking foul. Oh, official on the baseline called a blocking foul. The guy on the wing called a charge. Let's see what they're going to do. Now they're going to get together and talk. Boy, this is a huge call right here. Which way will it go? All three officials get together now. They go to the scores table. I don't know why they're going to the scores table. Guy called a block, guy called a charge. One of them's got to take control and rule here. Why would they be going to the scores table?
The only thing I can think, a double foul.
Okay.
Well, in my opinion, I'm with you, Scott. That was clearly a blocking foul. And the guy that called the charge was out of position. It was not his call. The guy on the baseline made the call.
And the fourth foul on Baker. So a double foul, a block and a charge. When have you seen that, Mike?
It's very, very rare. And I don't like that at all. I mean, we have a 1-point game right here, and the officials can't make up their mind. And I don't know where the guy came up with the charge call. I mean, that just looked like a clear block to me. And as I've mentioned, the ref was out of position that called the charge. That's just bad officiating.
And they're trying to explain it to the two coaches. Josh, were they right on the board? Did they call it on Cam? All right, and it's the fourth foul on Cam.
Well, and
Cam and Powell. Powell. Gets it up to Brent Jackson between the circles. Corey Payne checks the clock. 7 on the shot clock. Corey, a long three, short, and a rebound goes to Knight.
Tough look you, Corey. A couple steps out of his range, shot it short.
Powell at the head of the key tonight in the lane. A little jump hook good, and the Lakers are back on top, 81-80, 2:59 to play. Brent Jackson on the left wing. Brent between the circles. Corey Payne up top. We're down by 1 with the ball, 2:47 to play. Payne way out on the right wing. Arbin Kamaj for 3. No good. Backside rebound. Brentine Taylor tipped it into the hands of Binneman.
And that was awfully close. Brentine with a good effort there, just couldn't come up with it.
Lakers with a 1-point lead. 2:30 to go with the ball. Grab a lucky spot and see if we can't save ourselves at home on Herbert Green Court. Now they're running some clock. 12 on the shot clock. 2:20 in the game. They've got a little skinny 1-point lead. Pass in and a whistle and a foul on CSU, and Knight will shoot 2. Great pass in from the wing down on the low block.
It was a great pass, and we were just lost on that possession. Knight slipped under what looked like a pretty good screen down low, and huge free throws here for Knight.
He's at the line for the first time tonight. Lakers up by 1, 2:14 to go. This one is good. Front of the rim and slipped up over and in.
Yeah, he's a 75% free throw shooter. He's 21 of 28 coming in. See if we can't get him to miss one right here.
2:14 to go. This one is good. Also, 83-80 Lakers. Cam Rose the ball to save a few seconds. They allow him to do that. I never understand that. Baker up top on the right side. 2:09 to go. We're down by 3 with the ball. Need a bucket. Corey Payne slashing in. Dishes it off to Arbin Kamaj. Jump shot. No. Tipped up and in by Brentine Taylor.
Well, Hugh, we're asking for a timeout there, and we didn't get it.
83-82 Lakers. 1:53 to go. Brentine with a huge tip in. Powell. Binneman. We need a stop, you guys. Binneman near the jump circle. Binneman in the jump circle. 12 on the shot clock. Binneman. Davis puts it on the floor. Driving. And a charge. They got him for the charge. Drawn by Brent Jackson.
Well, Brent Jackson right there. They got the ball into the hands of the guy they wanted, and Brent stepping up and making a huge defensive play right there.
83-82. Clayton with 1:32 to play. They're wiping up some sweat on the floor, the reason for the delay. So a big putback on the last possession by Brentine. Got us to within 1. We got the charge call. 90 seconds to go. We're down by 1. We've got the ball. Brent Jackson head of the key, in the key. Brent leaves it for Arbin up top. Cam Baker. Got to have a bucket, you guys. Cam driving down the lane, scoops and misses, but it's tipped up again by Brentine.
Well, 2 in a row for Brentine Taylor, and how huge are those tip-ins?
Timeout called by Columbus State. 30-second timeout. We'll hold it here with 1:12 to go.
And the coach for Clayton State is livid. He thought Brentine touched that ball up on the rim. I think he's wrong. I think it was a good tip. And how about Brentine Taylor? Scott coming up big here late in the game with 2 huge tip-ins.
Back-to-back tip-ins, and the Cougars are up by 1 with 1:12 to play.
And this is a fitting time for Mike's Icelandic phrase of the night. We're in such a close game, but tonight's phrase is fierce to sight. And I think it's quite fitting, Scott. Fierce to sighty means first place.
How about that?
And if we can win, the men and the women will be in first place.
Brentine with a double-double now, 17 points and 10 rebounds with 2 putbacks in a row to take us from 3 down to 1 up with 1:12 to go. Grab a lucky spot. Lakers with the ball. Powell into the front court in front of us. Get a stop, guys, between the circles. Powell on the left wing. Powell. Binneman up top. 58 seconds. 15 on the shot clock. Binneman, but head of the key. Powell way out on the left wing. Powell, 9 on the shot clock. Powell head of the key. 7 on the shot clock. Terry for 3. Way off. No good. Rebound, Brent Jackson. Jackson into the front court. 41 seconds. We've got a 1-point lead in the ball. Cyclone Terry missed that one badly. Cam Baker holding it in front of us. They're standing and roaring at the Lumpkin Center. 30 seconds. 15 on the shot clock. We've got a skinny little 1-point lead in the ball. Baker, head of the key. Baker takes it to the hoop. Baker, good! 86-83, Cougars 17 seconds. Powell for the tie, good! 86-86, timeout Clayton State with 14.2 seconds to play.
Well, the place has gone crazy here all of a sudden. Cam Baker with an unbelievable play at our end to give us a 3-point lead. And I'll tell you, Scott, I thought Clayton might take a timeout there, and Ronald and Powell for Clayton was wide open. There was nobody within 10 feet of him. Now, he's not a very good shooter, but he made it, and we're tied.
So, 86-86 with 14.2 seconds to play. What a game, what a night.
Yeah, what a game. And the interesting part about the last couple, the whole sequence there, Saquon Terry, their best shooter, missed badly, as you said. And then Powell, a guy that's made 6 3-pointers all year, knocks one in to tie the game. The good news here, no shot clock. We'll have a chance to win it or go to overtime.
And we will shoot the double bonus if we're fouled. Arvin Kamaj will get it in. They'll press in the backcourt. Now they'll drop off. 86-86. Grab a lucky spot. The Cougars with the ball. 8 seconds. We clear the floor for Baker. Cam with 4 seconds. Drives in. Jump shot. Good! For 1.3. Lakers with a long shot. No good. Cougars win. Cougars win. Cougars win. And they mob Cam Baker. He hit the jumper and the game winner with about 1.3 seconds, and Columbus State wins it 88-86.
Well, what a way to cap off a great night of CSU basketball. Cam Baker didn't play his best game tonight, but when it counted, the ball's in his hands, and he made a big, big shot. Scott, Fierce Society, first place for both teams. What a fun night.
What a fun night indeed, and a comeback from 13 points down.
Well, 74-61, we looked like we were dead and buried. We scored 13 straight. We went to the press with about 8 minutes to go, just completely turned the game around, and this win sets up a huge game Saturday that I am very much looking forward to.
Great night. See you Saturday on the road.
Thanks, Scott.
Former Cougar great Mike Sanda will be back to talk with the coach coming up. Flagship station of the CSU Sports Network, News Radio 540.
Now's the time to get your CSU basketball season tickets. The Cougars and Lady Cougars have another exciting home schedule, and you'll want to be at the Lumpkin Center to see all the action. Season ticket holders will get a seat in a prime location in one of the best college basketball arenas in the country. For more information on how you can get season tickets, call Jimbo Davis in the CSU Athletics Department at 706-568-2204. Get your season tickets now and get ready to rock the Lumpkin Center.
We got 30 seconds.
Burger King is proud to support Columbus State University. Over the years, the men's and women's teams have built a tradition of hometown success. This success is founded on a dedication to the highest standards of preparation, practice, and performance. You see it on the court, and you see it in the classroom. Columbus State University, a standard of excellence Burger King is proud to support.
This is the flagship station of the CSU Sports Network. News Radio 540 WDAK.
What a night at the Lumpkin Center at Herbert Green Court as the Cougars have won a thriller. Cam Baker with a jump shot just inside the free throw line with 1.3 seconds to go. And we come all the way back from a 13-point deficit and win it 88-86. And Coach Robert Moore has joined us on the postgame show. All I can say is wow.
Scott, I'm telling you, I was so ticked at my guys early on, just not playing with enthusiasm and energy. Great crowd in here, and, we just stayed with it. Wasn't playing our best basketball, but at the end of the game, Coach Green taught me that you got to give it to your best player, and Cam Baker comes through again.
I thought maybe the turning point of the game was when you shattered the clipboard on the sideline during a timeout.
Well, Scott, I just told our guys, you got a great crowd. We're having a great season. have a little extra in your heart and pride and just play basketball. And I was pretty ticked, and they responded. I'm just glad they did.
Robert, they took a 3-point lead and then back-to-back tip-ins by Brentine Taylor to put us up by 1.
You know, Brentine's that kind of guy. We tell him all the time, on the offensive glass, you go try to get tip-ins, trash buckets, and he did an excellent job of that tonight, just keeping the ball alive. So he's good at that, Scott, and we let him do that all the time.
Boy, Brent Jackson, what a night off the bench the senior out of Colorado had.
And I told the coaching staff, and shoot around, you could tell Brent was ready to play. He was focused, locked in. And I just told the staff, don't let me keep him over here on this bench too long, because he's a big part of what we try to do.
He had 25 points and 9 rebounds, and he was 9 of 9 at the free throw line. What do you think was the turning point? We got down by 13 and went on a 13-0 run to tie it.
Scott, I think our defense picked up. We went to that zone because nobody in the gym could guard 20 for them. So we just decided to go our amoeba defense, 75 full court, 25 half court, and just play. And I thought our guys did a great job of going for steals and making it happen.
Powell came down and he hit that three-pointer. Of all guys, Powell hits the three-pointer to tie it with 14 seconds.
And I was upset at myself because I wanted to call timeout and I didn't get to the official in time. But it worked out because of Cam Baker.
Well, tell me what you talked about during that timeout.
In the timeout, we just told Cam, don't go too early because we didn't want to give them any seconds to get a good shot off. So we said about 4 or 5, we're going to go flat on the baseline, and you just make your move that you've been doing your whole life and see if it'll go, and it went.
Cam was not having a good night overall, not a Cam Baker night, but great players make great plays when the game's on the line, and that's what he did.
Oh, yeah. He took it upon himself to say, hey, I'm not having a great night, but my teammates need me, and he did a great job of finishing.
We said he's not having a great night, and he had 19, but that's the type player he is, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. And, if you come watch him, you expect him to have over 25 every night. But, it was a tough night for him early, but he finished strong.
We already mentioned the 2 great tip-ins by Brentine to take us from 3 down to 1 up. He finished with 17 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. And, Scott, I've been telling him all year, if he can set his mind and stay focused to come in and get double-doubles every night for us, we need that play from him. I thought he did a great job.
Corey Payne hit a big three-pointer, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And, Jacor's that kind of guy that Scott lives in the gym. If you come up here at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, he has the shooting machine out. He loves to play in this gym, so a lot of times we leave him in the game thinking that he can knock down shots.
Pepsi player of the game?
I got to go with Cam Baker, but, Brent Jackson. So can we go with co-players?
How about that? Yeah, co-players. I'll go with that. So those 2 the Pepsi players of the game. Well, I wouldn't recommend this be the formula every night, but what a thrilling win and a great crowd. Man, they were loud tonight, weren't they?
I'm telling you, and Clay State brought a great crowd. We had a great crowd here, and that's what I was ticked off, Scott. You got to play in this kind of atmosphere. We had a great season last year, 22-8, and we can do big things here, but we got to play basketball every night that we step on the floor.
All right, now we go to out of the frying pan into the fire, I guess, on Saturday on the road. We're at Georgia College for a 5:30 game, and it's homecoming. The place will be packed, and another tough test.
And people need to know that, man, you'll be superstars in that game. It's going to be on ESPN3. So.
Yeah, how about that? So
be our first TV game in a while, huh? But, yeah, Scott, Georgia College is going to be tough. We played down there before in homecoming. Our guys are going to be excited because it'll be an ESPN3 game. We got to take care of business, stay focused. They got up 16 here at the half, and we ended up beating them by 1 or 2 at the end of the second half. So we got to come in ready to play for 40 minutes.
And we've been in that building before many times on homecoming. It'll probably be even more jacked on Saturday because of the television.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't come out and not be ready from the opening tip.
No, I'll be very disappointed if our guys will be flat for that game, Scott. I thought we came out a little, just going through the motions. And you can't do that this time of year. All teams are tired. All teams are putting effort into it, film work, and trying to save your legs. You got to come ready to play for 40 minutes.
I'm telling you, the fans need to get out here. We're on the road for a couple of more games, and we will be back home finally for a Saturday afternoon home game for the first time in about a decade, it seems like, on February 13th. But fans need to watch these 2 teams. One's here tonight. These 2 games, my goodness.
Oh, man. Coach Doran Bunch did a great job tonight, Scott, because I thought that Clayton State team, if you just turn your back, the ball is gone because they pressed all night long. His girls did a great job. I want all the fans out there to come out and watch two good basketball teams, and Michelle Mitchell for the girls and Cam Baker. I mean, they're worth the price of admission.
Well, yeah, great job by you and your staff and the players on a comeback, and still in first.
I'll take it, Scott.
All right, Robert.
Thank you.
Coach Robert Moore, the Cougars have won it in a thriller, 88-86, and Cam Baker hitting the shot to win the game with about 1.3 seconds to go. So what a night. The Lady Cougars in a thrilling game in the opening game beat Clayton State to move into a first-place tie, and the Cougars, down by 13, rally and win, and will, at the very least, stay in a first-place tie. All right, we will be on the air at 3:20 on Saturday afternoon from Milledgeville against Georgia College, 3:20 for the doubleheader. My thanks to our two studio producers tonight, Matt Golden and Becca Hightower. Once again on this double winning night from Herbert Green Court at the Lumpkin Center, this is Scott Miller saying so long, everyone.